Cancel culture isn't protecting morality, it's destroying it. This digital ecosystem markets itself as a guardian of communal values, but its internal logic erodes the very behavior it aims to defend. Originally, this was an attempt to democratize justice. It provided a mechanism for those without traditional influence to demand answers from powerful institutions that had long remained unreachable. That intent has been replaced by an environment governed by paranoia and swarming cruelty. We see an online discourse defined more by the speed of the attack than the merit of the cause. Society has reached a point where a high decibel count of emotional outrage passes for a functioning moral compass. Finding a way out of this cycle requires a move toward radical objectivity. We have to separate our immediate emotional reactions from our ethical conclusions. This is where Immanuel Kant becomes a vital diagnostic tool. Though he wrote in the 18th century, his work provides a cold, clinical lens to view our 21st century digital hypocrisy. Applying his logic offers a way to break the exhaustion of the outrage cycle and ground our behavior in something more durable than a trending topic. Kant's primary framework is the categorical imperative. Think of it as a stress test for any action you're about to take, built on two uncompromising rules. The first rule is scale. You should only act if you're comfortable with everyone on Earth doing that exact same thing every single time. The second rule is dignity. Treat others as individuals with intrinsic worth, never as mere tools to reach your own goals. Under this framework, if an action collapses under either of these tests, it fails the requirement for ethical behavior. Your personal feeling of righteousness does not change that outcome. Apply this to a standard social media pile-on. When a crowd gathers to berate an individual, the participants are often motivated by the social reward of being seen as correct by their peers. This breaks the second rule. It reduces the target to an instrument for the crowd's self-validation, stripping away their humanity to serve the group's social standing. We see a different version of this in workplace cancellations. When an employee faces a viral backlash, HR departments often prioritize immediate risk mitigation. The goal becomes stopping the PR headache as efficiently as possible, which usually means a swift termination. This fails the first rule's test of scale. If every administrative decision were based on avoiding the loudest possible public complaint, the internal consistency of our professional institutions would dissolve into chaos. Even celebrity controversies follow this pattern. The act of digging up a decade-old mistake is often framed as a search for justice, but in practice, it functions as a form of communal entertainment. In all three cases, the system of cancel culture prioritizes immediate emotional relief over the universal principles of human dignity that Kant demanded. None of this suggests that harmful behavior should go unaddressed. A functioning society depends on robust accountability. The difference lies in the objective. True accountability focuses on proportional restitution and the possibility of reform. Mob justice is interested only in the total social and professional removal of the individual. Real justice requires us to maintain objective standards even when we are angry. It means refusing to adopt the very cruelty we claim to oppose. Moving from a diagnosis of the problem to a personal solution requires a shift in how we handle our individual digital lives. Step 1 is the universal pause. Before you click share on a condemnation, ask, could a stable society exist if every single human error resulted in the permanent destruction of a person's livelihood? Step 2 is the humanity check. Force yourself to decide if you are viewing the person on your screen as a human capable of growth or as a convenient symbol for your own grievances. Step 3 is the motive audit. Be honest about why you are engaging. Are you seeking a measurable improvement in the world, or are you chasing the dopamine hit that comes with digital validation? These three guardrails act as a filter, removing the heat of the moment so we can return to a more principled form of ethics. The rush to join a digital condemnation requires very little of us. It is the path of least resistance in an age of instant feedback. Strength is found in the willingness to stick to universal principles, even when the loudest voices around you are demanding a sacrifice. Morality is measured by the standards we uphold when we are behind a keyboard. Real virtue is a solitary commitment, and it never requires the approval of a mob.